Good evening. Good evening to each of you. I am Dr. Corrine Johnson, and I would like to welcome you on tonight to day number 57 of the 60-day marriage challenge. And on tonight, our challenge is going to be to remind yourself that your spouse and you are one. Your spouse and you are one. And so our key scripture on tonight is going to be coming from Ephesians chapter 5, 31. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. And so a lot of times in marriage, we have to remind ourselves on an often basis that, your spouse and yourself, you all are one. It's not your money, but it's our money. It's not my decision, it's our decision. It's not your body, it's our body. It's not your phone, it's our phone. It's not my password, it's our password. We are one. You all are supposed to be one. You're supposed to be a team. But many times in marriage, we find ourselves doing things separately for whatever reason, and we act as if, we're not one in marriage. But when two people become one in marriage, things are no longer his or hers, they become yours together. And so in marriage, we have to be open with our spouse and make sure that we're sharing everything with our spouse. That's how we build trust, you know. And for an example, problems are easier to bear because you know that you got somebody to help you share the load, right? And so to give you an example of what I mean by that is when my husband and I got married, I didn't ask my husband for his password to his phone. He gave it to me voluntarily. And so therefore I gave him mine back. So does that mean that, I'm snooping around in his phone? No. But that's just, an action to say, hey, we're building trust in this relationship. I don't have anything to hide. Now, when we start, having to hide passwords, or we don't want our spouses to know what our password is to our Facebook page, to our Instagram, what do you have to hide? My husband can click on my phone at any given moment and access my Facebook page. As a matter of fact, he's going to be live on here when I get off of here at 8 o'clock on my page. So he has access to my phone. He has access to my social media accounts. I don't have anything to hide. He doesn't have anything to hide. And so you need to know that it's not an I, it's we in marriage. And because of that, things are no longer his or hers, but they are yours together. It's not your money, it's our money. A lot of times couples have separate bank accounts and they don't want the other one to know what's in the bank account. They don't want the other one to know how much money they have, and that's not the way marriage is supposed to work. It's supposed to be one. And even if you do have separate accounts, you both of you should have access to both of those accounts. In marriage, there's too much of I, and my. When you marry, neither one of those words are no longer active in your life. It's now we. It's our. Those are the words that replace I and mine. And so on tonight, I want you to remind yourself that you are a team. It's no longer you and I. No, we're a team. It's one together, coming together as one, being open, being honest about things. And so our prayer for tonight is that the Lord will help you and your spouse to become one in everything that you all do. Because when you start hiding things, when you start trying to do little sneaky stuff, you're breaking down the trust in your marriage. Because now you got your spouse wondering, well, if they'll hide that or if they'll do this, what will they not do? So your challenge on tonight is to remind yourself that you and your spouse are one, that you are a team, and to get the I and the my out of your marriage and put we and replace those words with we and our, because the scripture on tonight says for this reason. What is the reason that it's talking about? It's talking about when you get married. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. That's Ephesians 5:31. Read the entire chapter at your leisure. You will become one flesh. And so that means that you're one, two people, but one, coming together as one. And so on tonight, your challenge is to remind yourself and remember that you are no longer two, but you are one. You are a team. And so on tonight, thank you all so much for tuning in and joining me for day number 57 of the 60-day marriage challenge. And remember at 8 o'clock to tune in with my husband for Ephesians 5 daily devotions for the husbands at 8 o'clock. So God bless you all. And if it is my prayer that we will meet here on tomorrow night for day number 58. God bless you and have a great evening.